Como están, bitches? Oh, you're not a bitch, but we love you. Just let you know. Alright, so, all awkward introductions aside, this is Promotions. I'm Corey.
Sure.
And we're going to do a game that we like playing called Backstories.
Backstories.
So, pretty much, we have two photos that was picked by somebody else. Contributor.
Warfare.
Yeah.
Warfare Ridge.
And he picked two photos. Then I picked two photos, and Jerry picked two photos.
Yep.
So now we have a photo that I picked for Jerry to tell the backstory on. So Jerry, what the hell's happening here?
Boy, what a photo this is. So apparently, what happened was Tyrone was, going visiting little Alicia here. And I had to remember the name. And basically, they've been seeing each other for a while. And Mr. Dad here for a while has been like, man, Tyrone, better not see you around my family anymore. Because Tyrone decided when he came over, he was going to grab the whole chicken out of the refrigerator and take it home with him. So I told him, Mr. Dad told him, he was like, look, man, this ain't for you. It's for the family. It's Thanksgiving weekend. All right, so... what happened was they got together, they ate, and Tyrone ended up staying the night because it was raining really hard. And 9 months later, we got this photo here. Now, what happened here was Mr. Dad's been looking for Tyrone, and finally, Alicia here and Tyrone finally got coordinates with each other, where do they want to meet up, and it just so happened to be in the middle of the woods, but Mr. Dad wasn't having that. He was watching.
Apparently.
He was watching Alicia as soon as she got up to leave the house, because there's no reason for a woman of her pregnancy level to get up. So you can see all the stretch marks. She's ready to blow. And so Mr. Dad was following her. And so they get into the woods, and they about to hug when Mr. Dad comes running out like, you better not touch my daughter. And pretty much this is where we end up. So
Mr. Dad was waiting for Tyrone to take a photo of Alicia, and Alicia didn't even realize that Mr. Dad ran out. Like, she's still smiling, because she wanted to give a good photo for Tyrone. Yeah, so
as fast as he came, put the hand around her to pull her close and point the gun, there's no blur effect. So Tyrone is a recommended photographer.
Absolutely,
now.
Man, he did a fantastic job framing this.
He shoots for all kinds of models now. He got the best job. They're like, dude, you got some amazing quality. We need you.
Well, Jerry, what about Tyrone? Did he walk away unscathed? Did he?
Yeah, he made it. He made it. Mr. Dad was like, "Look, man, you stay away from my family. Don't worry about this kid. We gonna take care of it. I don't want you in our lives anymore." And so, and Tyrone just got a great offer, and now he, like I said, is shooting for models and stuff.
That's very unfortunate. He doesn't get to see his kid though, man.
I mean, I'm sure a kid's like, man, you get old enough, you're gonna go run off, look for dad anyways. I'm pretty sure he sends money here and there. He's good. He's a good dad,
and he's a great photographer. Look at that.
Yeah.
All right, so that was pretty good, man. I could believe that, absolutely. All right, so this is the second picture I chose for Jerry. So give me the story about this.
All right, so first of all, I want to point out that why the hell did they put themselves over themselves about to go to town on each other's tongue?
Yeah, because you can tell homeboy that they have the lips parted.
It's about to be like,
yeah.
Okay.
Slob fest.
Enough tongue weirdness from Jerry's side. My first story here is gonna be an amazing one. All right. Now, this family is not all from one home. I'm gonna tell you that right now. They're not all from the same people, because as you can see, you got every kind of color sitting right in front of you. All right, especially the first three in the front, man. The guy, the kid on the right is kind of questionable. I don't know which way he would go, but clearly the kid on the left is, of course, of the white race. The kid in the middle is black. The kid in the right side could be mixed, or but then you see the girl's hair, and you're just like, okay, clearly that is more.
Well, that's how you know it's a white family, because look how napped the fuck up it is.
Yeah,
oh my goodness,
it's just like
hot combs.
So you look at it and you're like, all right, well, something clearly isn't right here. And Mr. Man here, he was like, man, they're my kids. I'm gonna take care of them. And then you got homeboy in the background who has slept with his wife, on wedding night, she's had a little fun time right before the honeymoon, so he thinks it's his. He just thinks because...
Well, look at how he's standing. He looks very proud of his family, obviously.
What he's thinking is because his stepfather, who he grew up with, who he knew, because stepfather came into his life when he was still, super young, so he didn't realize that's not his real dad, so he thinks he's got black in him. So the fact that he's got black kids, he just figured maybe he's got real strong genes that give black characteristics. So the hair and then the skin and whatnot, and he's just like, yeah, I did my dad proud. And then her in the background, you can see her smile is a very nervous one. And
I can sense that.
She's playing the side because he looks like he's got some money on him, so she's doing
enough to get a sequin shirt.
Yeah, she's doing it for the cash, but homeboy's in the background laughing, And as a matter of fact, I think he might have been the one to take this picture.
Was it Tyrone again?
It might have been Tyrone. You know what?
You son of a bitch.
I think it might have been Tyrone. Now that you mentioned it, I couldn't put my finger on it because I was looking at the quality of the picture.
It's pretty good.
It looked great.
Yeah,
it looked really good. Like how do you get the hair to look that good, and they didn't even take care of it beforehand. So it's got to be Tyrone. I wouldn't doubt.
Oh man, that a weird coincidence. Yet again, this is just a theory, y'all, but we believe this is a Tyrone masterpiece.
I think it is. Maybe this is Alicia's aunt. And so, Tyrone couldn't see the daughter, so he was like, he thought about it. He was like, I'm going to find another way to see my kid. And he went through the aunt to do it. But he did it through his photography. So now he took a picture of them, and then he's going to deliver the photos to their house. And while he's there, he's going to make sure he plans for the first girl, Alicia, to meet him at the aunt's house and with the kid so that he can see his kid, and everything just comes.
So I have a quick question. So is Tyrone banging an Alicia and the aunt, and also impregnated the aunt, and that's why?
No, he couldn't get to Alicia anymore because Mr. Dad always had the strap on him.
He got that fire.
Yeah, he was always 2 inches at the waist. So it was like her tail again. You know what I'm saying? But so he was like, all right, I gotta make a plan. So he got close to the aunt. He got in there, he fooled Mr. Man right here, and now his whole plan is coming to fruition, and he's about to see his real kid.
Oh, snap.
Well, his first kid.
Man, so much conspiracy, man. Oh, my goodness.
Tyrone's a gangster, man.
Yeah, absolutely, and an incredible photographer.
Alright, of course, this is you right here.
Okay, so I gotta describe what exactly is happening?
Yep.
Alright, so Jonathan is a zookeeper, and he is the dumbest of zookeepers. He's constantly making mistakes, and not only that, but he loves snacks. He snacks all the time at his job. And the thing about being a zookeeper is you can't have food around animals because they're gonna take that shit. So at one point, Jonathan, he was drinking a delicious apple Snapple. Snapple apple is probably one of the best flavors of Snapple. So he was sipping on it, man, taking a break inside the monkey enclosure, and then a monkey smacked the shit out of him. He got a Snapple, he climbed up a tree. So this made Jonathan super mad because he really wanted that Snapple. That was the only thing he had with his lunch. So at one point, he was trying to get the monkey to trade his Snapple with a leaf that he knows the monkeys like to chew on. But the monkey was not having that shit, so he climbed higher up the tree. So that's Jonathan trying to trade the leaf for a Snapple. But the thing about it, this Snapple's gone, dude. You're not getting it back, Jonathan. You shouldn't have had it inside the monkey enclosure. So yeah, that's the story behind that.
So what exactly is he holding there?
Man, it's a selfie stick, but it's a selfie stick that he uses for taking pictures of animals, but he decided to put a tasty leaf on the end of it, so that way he can coerce the monkey to coming down and giving him back the Snapple. But the thing about it is, monkeys love Snapple too, because that shit's delicious.
Yeah, it is.
So he's not gonna be able to get that Snapple back.
Especially you got that banana flavor.
Yeah, absolutely, man. But the Snapple apple, man, is probably the tastiest in my opinion. That and the mango tea. But Jonathan got the Snapple apple that day.
And the monkey wasn't having that.
Yeah.
Alright, so what's going on here, Corey? What is this?
Okay, so mom watched a a Jeffrey Dahmer documentary, and she heard that people were delicious from his testimonies. So she was getting curious after watching this marathon about Jeffrey Dahmer. It was his birthday on History Channel or some bullshit like that. So she's like, you know what? I'm thinking I'm going to try to taste a little bit of that human flesh, see what's up. So she tried to convince the mailman to come inside. The mailman was like, I'm busy. I ain't got time to come inside, ma'am. You want your mail or what? So then she tried to order pizza, get the pizza guy to come in. The pizza guy was like, just give me the money. I gotta go. Got all the deliveries to do. And then her daughter came into the room and said, I'm hungry and I want some juice. So she was like, I'm gonna go ahead and give this a shot. So here's the thing. This lady has never cooked a day in her life. She always orders food. So she didn't know how to prepare a human being. So what she did was she took her kid and took the kid inside the microwave, thinking that she could cook the kid quickly that way. But here's the thing. Kids are not microwave size. The kid got stuck in the microwave, and there's no way that she could close it, obviously, because the kid is too big for the dang microwave. So then her kid got stuck in the microwave, and she got super nervous because she knew that if the police found out what she did, that she would definitely go to jail for trying to microwave her kid. So her husband came home, and her husband's like, what the hell is going on with this? And she said, she climbed in, she got stuck. He's like, why did it look like she was jammed in there? And she said, I don't know, she just climbed in, she thought it was interesting. So then her husband took a picture to clarify what happened, and they had to call the paramedics, and they had to use 2 tubs of butter in order to get their daughter out of the microwave. And that's how that story ended.
And let me ask you this: she had to have been pretty desperate for food, because it looks like on the right there is that for dietary?
Absolutely, she doesn't know how to cook. She's used to drinking a lot of smoothies and getting a lot of takeout, but she never learned how to prepare. You see over there, man, like there's pans on top of the stove. She doesn't know how to cook at all. So she just wanted to try, a little bit of baby meat, and she thought that she could just pop a baby in, hit the buttons, boop boop boop. You're good to go, man. You got some nice hot baby. But
based on the Buccaneers lunchbox there, where would you say she's from here?
Oh well, she's definitely from Florida. We are crazy as fuck. So yeah, she's Floridian, true and true. And yeah, she was trying to get a taste of some kid meat, and she got caught. And she, instead of telling her husband the truth, she was like, "Hey, this kid is dumb," and she climbed in. And that's what happened. And they are able to luckily get her out after buttering her down and slipping her out. And I'm pretty sure it made a sound soon.
You gotta think. If you look on the fridge, there's a picture of the same kid standing. So you're laying in the microwave and you're stuck like this. The only thing you say is a picture of you.
I wish I was free. Like I was in that photo.
You're like, how far have I come to deserve this?
Man, that's the mom's fault, man. Don't watch Jeffrey Dahmer.
So basically, as he says in his picture, his family was kidnapped by ninjas who need $4 for karate lessons. Now, if you think about it, karate lessons don't cost $4. And also, he wouldn't have known ninjas were kidnapping his family because they're ninjas. He wouldn't have seen it. But let me tell you how he got to this point for real. So what happened was, Mr. Craig here.
Boy Craig.
My boy Craig, right? He was sitting there. He was chilling outside in the corner of the street, just chilling by the light where he usually sits, next to the bus stop, not on it, but next to it. So when people sitting there, he can,
walk up and be like, yo.
Yeah, he's like, hey, my name's Craig. I've always been interested in karate, man. I just find it really interesting, and I just want to try it out one day. And every time he said it to somebody, they were just giving that look like, man, you gonna get on my face, bro? And then the bus will pull up. I don't know how many times the bus could come within 15 minutes, but some reason every time they get in that look, a bus pulled up. It was like there was a signal. So he got annoyed. He was like, man, nobody want to give me $4, man. And he had this great idea. He's like, what if I had a drastic story? oh my god, I know if a family gets kidnapped by ninjas, people will be like, yo, it's crazy, I gave you $4. And so he had the brilliant idea.
Only $4 sign.
He had a brilliant idea of making this sign, thinking that he would get $4 and get karate lessons. So one guy actually walked up to him and was like, look, man, I know this is a stupid scam, but I feel bad for you that you have to stoop down to this level in order to get some money. So if you're hungry, here's $4, go get you something to eat. And so boy Craig here, he was like, oh my god, thank you so much. And he walked up the street and the dude was watching him, and he walked into the liquor store and he got him a little short of 40, and he chugged it and he came back and he picked the sign back up. That's why his face is a little red, because he's feeling a little good right now. He's standing out there again like, yeah, give me enough $4, not enough for a shorty up here. And so homeboy comes walking back up to him and he's like, I just gave you $4. Where your karate lessons? He's like, the ninjas took my $4 and then $4 more and an escort. And then he's like, look, man, it's like, I swear, if I see you here again, I'm gonna kidnap your family next. And the dude storms off. So now that's why he's not really smiling like he's happy and drunk. He looks a little bummed because he's watching the guy walk away. He's like, this guy, what? He's gonna take my family, man. What kind of jerk does that kind of thing?
I have many questions. The first question is, does he actually have a family?
His family is actually very prosperous and rich, but boy Craig was kind of a dick growing up, so he slandered his family a lot, and so they kind of gave him a one-way ticket down south, and now he's stuck here by this pier trying to get money because he's hungry and he wants to get drunk, but he never knows exactly what to spend it on, and he always loses it. So he's always coming up with crazy ways of trying to get money, and I think he's stooped to his lowest at this point. He should have went for spelling lessons because kidnapped is definitely spelled wrong.
Yeah. Well, second question: did he ever learn karate?
No, he didn't learn karate. The closest thing he got to karate was when he got swung at from this guy because he was talking to this guy at the bus stop, and because he was already a little drunk, this is after the incident. He was like, yeah, man, I just need $4. This dude was like, man, get out my face, bro. He's like, man, this is a problem. I just need $4. Family's kidnapped by ninjas, man. So the guy pushes him, like, get out my face. George's like, hey, man. And so he goes to push him back, but the guy, swings on him. So he's like, oh, man, he falls over. And the dude just gets on the bus. Again, this bus just come out of nowhere. So he gets on the bus, and George is like, damn, man, this is what the hell, man. That was his one chance for defensive lessons in life, and he failed.
So, guys, we're going to start a GoFundMe for Craig.
Yeah.
We're going to try to get him some lessons so his family doesn't get kidnapped by ninjas. Even though they don't need the money, they could easily give him karate lessons.
More Craig needs the money.
Yeah, he needs the money, but they don't need it.
This will be him when he sees him, man. I really appreciate it, man. And then 2 weeks later, he's like, oh, this is drinks, you guys made us love all you. This is my family, and I just need $4. Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, that's Craig, all right. That's good. Yeah, that's classic Craig he's describing.
All right, so let's go ahead. All right, Corey, this is another one submitted by Warfares. Thank you so much again. So Corey's gonna go ahead and give us the backstory of how the hell, Corey, did this bike get inside of this tree?
Alright, I'm going to tell you guys a story about one of the first time travelers who happened to do it on accident. So, back in the great land of Japan in the early 1900s, there's this kid, his name was Akira, and he was the fastest little kid on a bike. So, he was pedaling his ass off one day, and he was hitting some pretty major speeds. He was going about 50 to 60 miles per hour on a bike. On a bike. This kid had the sickest leg strength, man. He could kick holes into concrete. That's how fast this kid was riding a bike. So at one point, he was riding his bike super fast, and he's going downhill. So he started to pick up a lot of speed. So everyone was watching from the very bottom of the hill like, oh my gosh, Akira is breaking some serious speeds right now. So then Akira realized that his bike was pedaling out of control. He could not slow it down. The brakes were entirely gone. And he was cruising down a hill. And as he was cruising down the hill, he was screaming his little head off. Ah! And everyone was like, oh my God, Akira's gonna die. So someone got the bright idea that what they could do as he's going down the hill is make a little incline, so that way he'll be able to fly up into the air and land into the lake that was nearby. Okay. So quickly all the kids got together and they stomped all the dirt, because this is a tall hill and he's just flying, going faster and faster and faster. At a certain point, sparks started to come off the tires because how fast he was going. The tires melted from the heat. So he's going down, just... And they're just like, oh my God, Akira, we're gonna help you. And they're stacking the dirt, and they make a ramp, like a very steep incline. So as he's going up the incline, he flies in the air, and then a portal swallows his ass up. And they're just like, what the hell just happened? And then immediately the bike is spit out of the portal, and it goes right through a tree. That's how crazy shit was, man. Somehow the bike was going so fast from the portal that the particles of the bike disintegrated and then reintegrated around the tree. And Akira was never heard from ever again.
Man.
Yeah, so that's the proof of time travel right there, man.
Freaking science, man.
Yeah, see, that's why the tire right there is melted off, man. Yeah. He was going so fast down that hill that he just went too fast, and not only that, he ended up hitting a portal.
That must be some serious front tire, though, because I think it looks like good mint condition right there.
Yeah, after hundreds of years. Yet again, it was crazy. I don't know how this happened. Well, you could tell that the portal did some damage on the other parts of the bike. The tire might have just, might have actually not been part of the portal. It wasn't until the handlebars touched the portal that he got sucked in and it got spit back out and got integrated into the tree. Man. Time travel is a crazy thing. You can do research on it. There is such a thing as little orbs or portals where people get swallowed up and disappear.
And if you want us to do this stunt, then let us know down in the comments below.
We need a bicycle and a very, very tall hill. We'll try. I don't think we'll be as successful as Kira.
No, I don't think we'd make it halfway. We'd be like,
Yet again, he was the best bicyclist out of his entire town. So they knew he could do it. And that's why when they saw him freaking out, screaming his little head off, man, they were like, we're going to help you.
Yeah, they were freaking out probably. If I seen somebody that was good at something. Like if you see Tony Hawk doing this mad trick and then he starts freaking out and you oh my God, this is serious. This is no joke.
Which is why they tried to make the ramp in order for him to fly up and land in the water. But instead he flew up into a flipping portal. Yeah.
Then again, Tony Hawk probably would have landed it and walked off like he meant to do that anyways.
Yeah, it was like,
He was like, yeah, kicks it out.
Akira, not so lucky.
I'm Tony Hawk. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. This is Backstories. Me and Corey did it again, and we will do it again another time.
Send us more photos.
More photos, please. Because I don't think I ever would have found Mr. Akira's bike here if I was looking for photos. But
well, he might be a Mister now, or he might be nothing.
Yeah, and freaking your boy Craig, man, that was sick adventure, man.
I want to give him karate lessons.
I do too. I want to teach Craig, but this is how you punch. Try it. It's the one. I'm too drunk for this, man. I want to make doubles, some French fries, and like, no, Craig, you can't have that.
Your body is a temple, Craig. You must treat it as such.
Anyways, thank you guys again for watching, and as we always like to say on promotions, make them number 2. Peace.